In this video, a lone Russian soldier was walking in an open area, with a backpack on his back. He was unaware that a Ukrainian drone was observing him. When the drone approached and its engine sound became audible, the soldier began moving cautiously, trying to respond to the presence of the drone. The drone continued monitoring him without being damaged and maintained its observation. Russian soldiers were traveling in their vehicle, moving toward their mission. Suddenly, from behind, a Ukrainian FPV drone appeared and monitored the vehicle, catching them completely by surprise. This footage shows Russian soldiers traveling in a Bukhanka van across a snow-covered open area while heading toward their mission. Suddenly, a Ukrainian drone impacted the van from behind. The incident caused the vehicle to catch fire, and several soldiers were affected. The remaining soldiers quickly exited the van and began assisting their comrades. The scene shows the tense situation following the unexpected drone impact. In this video, a Russian soldier was riding an ATV when a Ukrainian drone approached him. The soldier saw the drone and immediately tried to move away from the vehicle, but the drone monitored his position closely. In another clip, a Ukrainian drone followed a Russian soldier who was moving between buildings, trying to avoid being observed, but the drone continued tracking him. Ukrainian birds of Magyar continue to monitor Russian soldiers across different locations. A large number of Russian soldiers were observed in various areas. Some were in open fields, while others were inside buildings. A few were stationed in bunkers, and some were traveling in vehicles. The drones carefully noted the positions and movements of the soldiers. Different locations were monitored simultaneously to capture all activity. The soldiers' routines were recorded as they moved through their areas. Open areas showed soldiers traveling in groups at different times. Buildings and bunkers contained soldiers carrying out their regular duties. Vehicles moving along roads were observed and monitored closely. The drones continuously captured footage over a long period. Each observation was carefully recorded to ensure accuracy. Different incidents from multiple locations were combined into one video. The video shows soldiers' movements and positioning in various settings. Monitoring allowed Ukrainian drones to track and highlight activity safely. Soldiers in open areas were spotted moving from one point to another. Inside buildings and bunkers, their presence and positioning were noted. Vehicles carrying soldiers were captured clearly in the footage. The video presented all observations together in a single, detailed sequence. This footage was uploaded to showcase the monitoring efforts of birds of Magyar. Footage shows the area around the Dubai International Financial Center after an Iranian drone incident reported this morning. Heavy smoke can be seen rising from the site, indicating damage following the drone impact. The scene shows the aftermath as the area fills with smoke after the incident. In this video, a Ukrainian drone followed two Russian soldiers riding separate motorcycles at high speed across an open area. The drone approached from behind and closely monitored one of the soldiers. In another clip, the Ukrainian drone observed the second soldier, though this part cannot be shown on YouTube due to policy restrictions. Time is on the side of the persevering, and Ukrainians will never give in. The strength of the Ukrainian army is the real for as long as it takes. In this video, a group of Ukrainian soldiers is riding on a tank, heading toward their mission, while recording all the scenes around them with their camera. Ukrainian drones repeatedly engaged with this tank, which the Russian forces had positioned under trees to avoid being observed. The operators continued monitoring it until the tank was clearly affected. Finally, smoke began rising from the tank, showing the impact of the Ukrainian drone operations. During the Ukrainian operation in Bryansk, vehicles of Russian civilians were moving on the road. Suddenly, a Ukrainian rocket impacted near a Russian force's position close to the road. The sudden impact created a tense and chaotic moment in the area. In this footage, a group of Russian soldiers was moving through a forest area toward their mission. A Ukrainian Signum battalion drone launched an operation on their light vehicle, disabling it. Smoke and fire could be seen coming from the vehicle after the strike. In a forest area in the Lyman direction, Ukrainian soldiers from the 53rd Mechanized Brigade engaged a Russian position. A Ukrainian drone monitored the movement of two Russian soldiers, who took cover in a nearby bunker. Ukrainian soldiers approached the bunker and conducted operations on it, resulting in the bunker being disabled. In the Kharkiv region, a Ukrainian soldier from the Skifs unit shot down a Russian Shahid drone. The soldier used a Bofors 40mm gun to neutralize the incoming drone targeting their position. A Russian Molniya drone crashed during a takeoff attempt and caught fire after impacting the ground. In a forest area in the Zaporizhia region, a lone Russian soldier was hiding behind a tree to avoid Ukrainian drones. But this time, two Ukrainian FPV drones from the 110th Mechanized Brigade's Unmanned Systems Battalion monitored the area simultaneously, preventing the soldier from completing his mission. A Ukrainian drone engaged a Russian soldier who was moving toward a building. Another Russian soldier entered an abandoned building and was reached by a drone strike. Archive footage shows Ukrainian soldiers firing at Russian positions in the Kiev region during the early days of the war. A Ukrainian attack drone entered a Russian trench and detected two soldiers inside. The drone engaged the position before the soldiers could fully respond. The next scenario unfolds under similar conditions. A Russian soldier traveling on an ATV is observed by an FPV drone. Attempting to move quickly, he loses control and crashes. After leaving the vehicle, he continues on foot, while the drone maintains visual contact and monitors his movements.